I put on mascara for you.
What is Cheat Sheet? This is a web series that's gonna hopefully take you through November. Not only am I gonna tell you week after week after week why it is so fucking important that we vote for Joe Biden this year, but also we're gonna provide you a cheat sheet to help elect progressive candidates down the ballot in all the swing states. Today's episode, Michigan. I am so thrilled and chilled to bring up today's guest, who is truly America's sweetheart and has been for years. She is Veronica Mars. You know her from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Anna, from the world-swallowing sensation Frozen, and my very favorite Eleanor on The Good Place. Give it up for the Kristen Bell!
That was such an introduction. I'm so flattered.
You're fucking amazing.
You really boosted my ego this morning.
And you've been in this industry so long, and you are so healthy, and it's really grounding and inspiring.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's one of my main priorities is to stay grounded, keep my feet on the ground. I have a family that helps me do that. I mean, I don't truly even think my dad or my sisters have seen any of my films. And that is very grounding.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's like, no, you're not better than us just because you act, you pretend like you're a little sister, deal with it. And it's a good feeling. It's a nice grounding feeling.
So speaking of your family, you grew up in today's state that we're focusing on, which is Michigan. Michigan.
Baby, did I ever? Let me even see if I can show you this. Look at, I even wore my...
Oh!
I'm from here. This is what we do in Michigan. I'm from here, this little right there. I loved growing up there. We even brought our daughters back to Michigan 2 years ago. We went and rented a house there because we were like, wait a minute, these aren't real children. They don't know what humidity, mosquitoes, or fireflies are. Like, they need to get with it. People don't know a ton about Michigan. There's such an incredible landscape. There's gorgeous sand dunes. There's a ton of really fun city areas.
That's awesome.
And the best of the best.
Oh, shit.
You don't even understand how you've been alive before you've tasted this. This is a Michigan company called Saunders.
Wow.
It's our very favorite thing. I love supporting Michigan companies. I love my state.
Let's check out the steaks. What is the selection like compared to the other ones you've seen in your life?
I'm feeling like I'm paying attention a lot more. Now that I've gotten older, I'm reading more about policy, mainly because I'm thinking more about how I want the world to work. I really wish that I had done this before I had kids, because I cared how the world worked before I had kids, but I never I thought it would be too much having to act like an adult to read a reputable news source and figure out, what I felt about this piece of policy. It all seemed too much. So I feel like I'm paying attention a lot more in this election cycle because I want to be a part of the decisions.
Right, just to be informed and vote in the way that protects you and all of us. That's a really strong action.
I have something to say about healthcare. I have something to say about how LA is handling the homelessness crisis. I have something to say about whether our state parks should continue to be protected. I've got votes on that. And I can't believe that I didn't realize it until I was in my early 30s, how much my vote meant.
Your adult 40-year-old vote matters, is counted as much as your 18-year-old vote. That's actually sick.
The vote is the great equalizer. It's I actually don't believe that because I live in Los Angeles that I should have any more of a say than someone who lives in Michigan and is 18 years old on minimum wage. I believe that we both exist in America and our votes should be counted equally, and voting is the great equalizer. It's everybody can have something to say and everyone's opinion is important, and it just takes a little bit of to be honest, schoolwork to get yourself to that poll.
It's made harder than it should be.
But there's a hack, and the internet and shows like yours have hacked it because you can put information in a digestible box and give it to people in a digestible way, and they can be learning. And we've depended on this as human beings forever.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes. So Biden has an economic recovery plan that would pay health insurance costs for newly unemployed people.
Yeah, hi, duh. I want that.
Me too. And it's like, you have health insurance, right? I have health insurance, but I want that for other people because it just feels good to know that people are safe. Another cool thing about healthcare is Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders have a unity task force. They have proposed allowing Medicare to directly negotiate the cost of prescription drug prices because people are falling into poverty paying for medicine, which is wrong.
That irks me more than anything else is the fact that you could have a health condition and be going bankrupt just by trying to survive. That is completely unacceptable. You have to make things accessible to people and you have to work within their budget.
Another thing is that Biden supports a 15 per hour minimum wage nationally. I'm like, come on. I want that for everyone. How can you not want that? Federal right now is $7.25 an hour. Who can work 40 hours a week at $7.25 an hour and live? That is wrong.
Michigan knows what's up. No wonder they started, like, all the unions were really strong there, because I can guarantee you that at that $7 job per hour, there might not be the right safety regulations there. You know what I mean? So, like, those things are all really important.
So Biden wants to put $2 trillion into creating jobs to help combat the climate crisis.
What I think is so genius about combining economic opportunity and climate change help is that it's the best of both worlds, right? Like, there might be some people who aren't experiencing climate change firsthand and have a harder time understanding it, but they want jobs, right? And the people that are experiencing climate change want a fix to it because California is currently burning to the ground. So if we combine both of those, you're getting a ton of economic stimulus, people get jobs, and it's helping with climate change. So it feels like that's the solution.
Yeah, agreed. So are you into Biden and Harris?
I am dissatisfied with the example being set for my kids and for me right now from a lot of people in positions of power. I am really excited that there is a woman on the ticket. I think she is so qualified. And I think Biden is qualified. And I think that together, they are going to be the ones that will reach across the aisle, because I do believe all opinions need to be heard. I really do. It's ridiculous. There's too much fighting. There's too much us and them. Like, guess what? Your job is to talk to each other and figure it out and make it work for all of us. That's legit your job.
Okay, so this is the number one, Kristen Bell, number one most important thing is that we must retain the Democratic Senator Gary Peters. You know about him?
Yes, this is what's going to be, I think, something that will probably garner national attention. This race between Gary Peters and a formidable Republican opponent, a really important race, because Gary Peters has Michigan's best interest in mind. He really does. And that's going to be a seat we absolutely have to give to Gary Peters.
Have to keep Gary Peters? Kristen Bell said it. Anna from Frozen, have to keep Gary Peters.
Everyone in Arundel is voting for Gary Peters. I don't want it to sway you. I just wanted to tell you everyone in Arundel is voting for Gary Peters. It's a very important race.
So Alyssa Slotkin is running for re-election in the U.S. House.
I know Alyssa Slotkin also because I'm from Oakland County. And Alyssa Slotkin is someone that I supported when she was initially running. I think her viewpoints are very close to mine, if not identical. I love Alyssa Slotkin, and I gotta have her butt in that seat.
A new one, Christine Morse. Have you heard of her?
No, this I don't know anything about.
Okay, so this seat went to a Republican candidate in 2018 by just 1,300 votes. That's really not a lot at all. Morse is a mother, a Navy wife, a cancer survivor, a former attorney, and currently serves as Kalamazoo County Commissioner. And she's running for quality, affordable healthcare for all in Michigan. I want that. Environmental protections in Michigan, that's clean water.
Which, by the way, clean water should be the utmost priority for Michigan because Michigan deserves better than that. And we can make that decision in November. Michigan, I see you. I see you. You are honest, hardworking, important people, and your votes are incredibly vital. Commit to voting and make a voting plan. If you can vote safely in person, do it, and do it early. Go to this website, register to vote, and make a voting plan. You can do it. Michigan has been this state that's always been really important for electing a president. And I feel like, I don't know, over the past 10 years, Michigan has felt unseen and has made a lot of what I feel like, because I'm a Michigander, I can say this, wacky choices to try to feel seen. And I just want to let the people of Michigan know we see you. We talk about how your innovations. I still talk about Mackinac Island and Petoskey's and Saunders Hot Fudge. You are relevant. We see you, and you are incredibly important. So don't think that you're not seen. And actually, not only are you seen, but you're an incredibly important part of this year's election.
That was great, Kristen. Oh my God, you are so good at this and garnering inspiration where it sometimes feels like there is little.
Love you, Kristen. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Feeling extra? If you're not in a state that we talked about today, Vote Save America has made it easy for you to adopt a state and get people registered and voting for Joe Biden. Here it is. Ho! Must see Thursdays. They were talking about cheat sheets. See you Thursday.